understatement, Tanvir. Well, essentially what we heard last night from Saudi Arabia's oil minister, the chairman of Aramco and the CEO of Aramco, was that this is a company that has risen like a phoenix from the ashes. They said that we expect 11 million barrels per day back online by September 30th. We expect 12 million barrels per day back online by November as well. They said that full capacity will be restored. They also really went out, frankly, with a big bang in the sense that they wanted to make the markets assured that when it comes to Saudi Aramco's output and it comes to the security of Saudi Aramco, investors really don't have anything to worry about. I had the chance to catch up with these guys in that press conference last night. I asked a whole host of questions, but of course, a main focus is on the Aramco IPO. Listen in.
When you take a step back and think about the Aramco IPO and the possibility of that IPO, we understand that there are a lot of conversations happening behind the scenes about whether this should even go forward given these attacks. Can you assure international investors that it is safe to put their money in Saudi Aramco and that it is safe to put their money in Saudi Arabia?
Today we want to talk about the restoration of the operation and the resilience of the company. This is one of the greatest companies, not only when it comes to the performance, the revenues and the bottom line, but as it was demonstrated, it's so resilient that in a matter of 48 hours we went back to operations. By the end of September, as Amin mentioned, we will restore the whole capacity. And if you want to put all of these into perspective, this is one of the most resilient companies in oil business, be it the IOCs or the government oil companies. So, as we mentioned before, the IPO is a commitment by the shareholder, the government of Saudi Arabia. And we think the IPO will continue as is. We're not going to stop anything. This would make us even be firm when it comes to taking the company public. So I think anytime in the coming 12 months, we will be ready as per the market opportunity.
If I may add one thing, as a ministry, we regulate the industry. I would like to ask you a question. Where would you find a company in the whole world that went through this devastating attack and came out like a phoenix from the ashes? None but Saudi Aramco.
That was Saudi Arabia's new oil minister there, saying essentially that Saudi Aramco has been a phoenix from the ashes, given the size and the scope and the scale of these attacks. And he said, would you ever see another oil company that could get back to full capacity this quickly? But at the same point, would we ever see another oil company that would come under this kind of a terror attack in the first place? And one of the things that they were unable to answer, at least overnight, was about the security of this facility, what they're doing to increase security, what the defense forces in Saudi Arabia are doing to increase security. That's still a big question in the minds of not just potential investors in this country, but really more globally about exactly what did happen in Saudi Arabia over the weekend, who is to blame, and what's, frankly, the kingdom's plan to do something about it. Because, they aren't going to change their geographical location overnight. This is going to have to be addressed right here on the ground in the heart of a kingdom that has a lifeline to this company. Saudi Aramco is certainly the lifeline to the economy of the kingdom. Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.